Hello and welcome yet again to Fancy Pants Pathfinder, Rise of the Runelords, Hook Mountain Massacre, Episode 2. Well, party's all here, bar one, so we'll get going. Last week they started off, they got hired by Begmar, they got down to Total Back Ferry, they found some suspicious stuff out there, and they've headed into the woods and saved a cougar from a bear trap. And pardon me if I cough, because it's just... Okay. Just finishing a private conversation. I'll unmute them in a sec. So Radix, Radix searches. So I've added your items to the party sheet, Radix. I've added the stuff to the party sheet. So you bopped the guy down. I do believe he was. I think he was down but unconscious, wasn't he? I think he was going to recover all his injuries if he got healed. So at least that's how I'm going to put it.
I'll certainly do that. Here, what's this? What's this belt? It looks shiny, says Rannick, holding up a belt he's just grabbed.
Infested blanket.
I so heard that wrong.
You heard what wrong?
Whatever you just said.
Flea infested blanket.
That makes more sense than flea incest blanket.
Okay, I want to change. That's my first update note for the day. I need to update the blanket. It's getting long. Yeah.
Incestuous fleas.
Incestuous fleas. Okay, you did someone take a belt?
I took the belt and asked what it was, and Arena's just done a cult roll for me.
Very nice of her. Have you put it on yet?
I've not put it on. I was waiting to get it identified first.
Wow. Yeah.
It might be incestuous.
I do believe that it is a belt. Well, the golden buckle of this belt depicts a fearsome animal. Apparently, why not? We'll have a bear. Oh, why is my screen?
Oh, I was one of the drummer from the Muppets.
My screen keeps going blank, and I don't know why.
No, you want the Cookie Monster.
Right.
No.
It's you suspect it is a belt of physical might.
Hey, that sounds good. Let's see if it fits. I will put it on.
I'm sure there's and just remember the belt of masculinity, femininity never identifies as a belt of masculinity, femininity.
Of course.
Okay, you're going to put on the belt. Okie dokie. What do you want your new name to be, Rannick?
You call Rannick?
Well, that's very masculine, isn't it?
I'd like you to respect my life choice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's about physical might.
Cool.
Assuming I haven't just identified your copy.
You haven't.
That's okay.
But that has a problem, doesn't it? Because it should increase my encumbrance, but it doesn't.
Okay, that's a
The
good
might
point.
gets increased. Surely it wouldn't.
Something has been
Oh,
added into
I'm an
that,
idiot.
hasn't it?
No.
I need to remember what that is.
Yeah,
There's an effect I need to add.
yeah, because it still shows my strength as a D8, so the encumbrance is still calculated based on that. But
Hang on,
while I'm wearing it,
I tell you what, I know how to find it. All I have to do is look at the dwarf.
I just looked at the armor.
Is it Iron Constitution? No. Tough. Load strength plus 1d. That's what I need to add in, don't I? Into a belt of physical might.
yes,
I need to go back through all the magic items and add that in.
I can add that in on this one. No, you're already doing it.
There you go. That should do it.
Marvellous. It's not actually changed my load limit, but let me equip it and unequip it then.
Well, I think you'll find it. Yeah. It added £1, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's not changed my load limit.
I don't think it does. What you need to do, you change the weight of that to that. Are you? And then,
I'm encumbered.
are you?
Yeah.
I don't know what
Is
it is.
it load strength 1D or load limit 1D?
Well, according to the dwarf, it's load limit plus 1d.
Yeah, you put load strength.
Load strength plus 1d.
It is load strength plus 1D.
Yeah, load strength. I'd hasten to add, before we had the load strength functionality, to get the dwarf's encumbrance correctly, I put an item in his backpack with a negative weight on it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. That works.
Sure you know, I bet I know what it is actually.
Yeah.
Are you going to share with class?
Right, it's up now.
Pardon?
It's gone up now.
Yeah, you have to unequip, re-equip everything. You have to drop everything, pick everything back up.
Ah, right, okay.
It's a quirk of the way Fantasy Grounds updates the character sheets, if that makes sense. I don't think it's a Savage Worlds thing. There are certain things that it won't. Do you know what I mean? It won't update correctly. So if you have to unequip everything, re-equip everything, for it to make the change.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, where were we? So, what armor, out of interest?
Unidentified object in the party sheet, or unidentified item. I clicked on it. It said armor, and therefore I thought it needed identifying and rolled for it.
It shouldn't be armor. There should be a. You should have a flea-infested blanket and a spear left in the party sheet.
No, it says unidentified item.
If you click into it, it says unidentified armor.
Interesting.
Yes, unidentified armor. Correct. Yes.
That's really interesting because I've set a non-ID name and put some notes in because I checked on that. Okay, I'll check on it later. Okay, so there is something about the blanket. Anyway, the unidentified item. Your occult roll. I'll use your occult roll on the spear instead. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. The unidentified item is actually a very tatty, ratty, flea-infested blanket that's is decorated with several patches.
Okay, I guess I'll check those patches out carefully without getting bitten.
Are they kind of tear off patches?
No, they're crudely sewn on.
Which probably means yes.
5 patches bearing a crest of a black arrow. Some of the patches are blood-stained.
We
were the black, isn't it? The black something. It's the black arrows at Fort Rannick, isn't it? And they're the ones that have disappeared or haven't turned up.
Shailu automatically recognises them. Anyone else can make a common knowledge roll to see if. But obviously, your character picked it up anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yes, indeed, they are the insignia, the black arrows, the soldiers.
Well, that kind of explains why they haven't been visiting town, I suppose. And if this bugger's been setting traps, Rannoch says, kicking the... Well, I don't think he's actually dead, he's just unconscious, isn't he?
He's incapacitated, yes.
Yeah. Kicking the unconscious ogrekin. Then his traps have cleared out an awful lot of animals from the forest as well. But I'm guessing he wouldn't have been able to take out an entire castle load of black arrows on his own. Maybe we should ask him some questions. What say they?
Do Ogrekin have the intelligence to even answer?
Well, he was yelling at us.
Don't forget, he's incapacitated, which means you would have to waste in inverted commas healing on him to wake him up. In the meantime, Kib, the cougar. Right, how do I clear all targets at once? I know there's a way to do it. Clear targets.
Oh, aye, there's that pussycat we rescued.
Kib comes over.
Well, can't we just give him some smelling salts to wake him up?
I'll speak to Kib.
I mean, if you want him waking up, I can wake him up.
I don't think that worked, did it? That's not working. Why is that?
Might be worth waking him up, but I want to put my manacles on him first.
Manic him up and I'll wake him up.
Aye. Rena can talk to Cat. We'll talk to this fella.
Hang on, wait a minute. He's a wee bit kind of phasey.
How are you, Kib? Are you all right?
Okay.
Come on.
It was obviously Kib's explaining quite frantically to you there. Kib explains that his human and some of his friends have been captured by ogres, and you need to hurry so you can help him free them. He can show you the way.
Don't worry about the ogre. The cat knows where they are. There's a lot more ogres, and they've taken Kip's human and a load of other prisoners. We need to go rescue them. Kip can show us the way. Let's go.
All right. Rannoch will give Dondrad a look and say, who's doing it, thee or me?
Who's doing what? What, talking to him?
Yep. Killing the ogre.
Pussycat there's already said his people have been captured by ogres and it can lead us to ogre's place. Don't think we need this fella no more.
Well, I've just woke him up. You might as well. I mean, can we question him for 2 minutes? Yeah, let's question him.
Find out.
No, I've just had to. I didn't have any smelling salts. I've tried a smelly sock, and it seems to have woken him up. So,
all right, you ugly bastards. Here's how. You got two choices: hard death or easy death. Which one does you want?
Hard death or easy death? What kinds of choices? That's a strange question. Okay. So, Ruckus, no, not talk to Pewdies.
All right, hard death it is. Rannoch takes his cookery, cuts the guy's stomach open, pulls his intestines out, and slits them in half.
Okay, so that sounds very unpleasant. Of course, actually, if you've healed him, he's no longer incapacitated, so he does get He's therefore you don't just get to. Did you say you tied him up?
I put
can't-
manacles on his back. Yeah.
Yes, you did. I apologise. Yeah, okay, you kill him.
A simple stab would have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'm
No,
going to.
I'm not kidding. I'm pulling his intestines out. I'm chopping it open.
For crying
then-
out loud.
Then I'm going to break his toes and fingers. Then I'm going to take my manacles back. You keep forgetting Ran's not actually a very nice guy a lot of the time.
I know. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I don't like leaving prisoners alive, but I don't like mutilating them. Do you know what I mean?
I gave him choice.
There were. I have spent. Basically, Kim explains he spent the last. I don't know what would it be. Since the last full moon, eluding the goblins in a desperate attempt, trying to find someone who could lead back to save my human. None of the hunters I encountered realised I was trying to get them to help, and then today I fell into the trap, knowing that it was only a matter of time before Rukas has
I'm
been
relieved that I found you instead of this moron.
for the ogre has been hunting me for 3 weeks, and I've been evading him, and I knew my time was up. I am glad you came, but we must hurry. 3 weeks is a long time for my human and his friends to be trapped with ogres. I fear for their.
It is.
Well, let's go and kill the ogre then.
GM, who is below pace 6 in our party?
The dwarf, I think.
And Jelsa's fleet-footed now, isn't she?
Yeah.
Just Dondrad.
Jelsa's pace 7. Jelsa's pace 7. Yeah. It's just the dwarf.
Oh look, I haven't been doing any exercise. I'm not doing running with Jelsa, right? I'm gonna get. I spent all week in the library, right? Rather than go to all that political bash in the Magnum.
It's alright. You know you've got little legs. You can't keep up. We understand.
Little.
Worse than that, Stunty and Sparkle Tits are going to be slowed down by woods. The rest of us aren't.
Jelsa will be fine. Am I capable of transporting into something large enough to carry Dondrad? I'm not, am I yet?
You're not, no.
No. Bert might
It's
be.
Bert.
So why do we have to transport Dondrad? What's the problem with Dondrad?
He's
Yes.
slower than the rest of us, and we need to be fast.
Hang on, wait a minute. I've got a thing for that.
Or if you've got a thing for that, then problem solved.
Yeah, well, I've got a wand of speed somewhere.
That's the one. I was looking to see if I had that, but I couldn't find it. You must have had it. Great stuff. Problem solved. Then we can get a wriggle on. Or whatever the elvish version of get a wriggle on is.
Right. Good fella over there. Okay. So. I love. So if none of you could speak with animals, just so you know, I like. He frantically. He a survival roll reveals the cat was very concerned about something. He nibbles at your cloaks. He tugging at you towards a poorly maintained trail that leads deeper into the woods. But obviously he doesn't need to do that because he can just talk to you, which makes life much easier.
Yes, it really does.
Okay. Following after about half a mile, Kib basically snarls a bit and starts slinking in a bit more warily.
I'll follow the Kib's lead and motion to the rest of the party to be stealthy.
On a separate note,
Alright.
I know he's connected, but have we actually heard Bert say anything yet? I'm just wondering if his mic's not.
I've said lots of things.
I wasn't sure if we heard you.
He's
Sorry.
not off. Poor Bert. Way to make him feel like he's not even noticed.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean it like that. It just goes to show I'm just terrible at paying attention to stuff. Sorry. Right. Okay.
Right, we're close then, are we?
Yes. I shall share
I nod.
the map. Share the map and then sync the view, which I hopefully think will take you down to the level you need to be to actually see what you need to see. I.e., you guys approaching a path.
I see it. It's all path shapes and stuff.
Indeed. Okay. So as I say, Kib turns around and looks at you again, and
Well, I got a raise on the communication, so we're pretty much at thought-based communication anyway.
yeah, this is just what everyone else hears.
Fair enough.
Basically, yeah, we are here. This is where they were taken.
Okay.
There we go. I'm being quite sneaky.
Hey,
I, on the other hand, have fallen over something.
trap foot again. Did you actually take the bear trap off your foot?
Obviously. I've been running for flipping half an hour. Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Okay, let's see. Rannick's peeking around the corner there. A tangled field of corn and other diseased plants. It's a very sickly looking area. The woods around the lands are decorated with several hanging corn, husk and leather humanoid shapes. Stuff with what appears to be a mix of dirt and human hair. A tangled field of corn and other diseased plants grow to the east of where you started on the map. While to the north you can see two sagging buildings, what appear to be a barn and a farmhouse. Both appear to have their windows boarded over. Moss and fungus grows heavy on the shaded sides.
Okay.
Sorry, on the shady sides of the decrepit structures.
2 buildings. Looks like a house and a barn. I suggest we check out barn first. There's less likely to be, well, walls inside. Easier to see what's in there. Clear it out if we need to.
I get up sheepishly and nod.
And I have a notice check, please, Rannick. As you sneak through the undergrowth there.
I think I'll Benny that. It didn't help.
Okie dokie.
Go on, one more. No, clearly I can't see anything.
Unfortunately, which means unfortunately you don't realise that someone heard you coming and rolled a 12 on their stealth roll to hide. So as you emerge through the thingy, he attacks you when you don't expect it.
I'm sorry, it was probably me that triggered that, being as I tripped over and made a heck of a noise.
What a bastard ogre kid!
So that's obviously that was actually a 10 because he's got the drop on you. So that's another +4 damage.
So the vulnerable doesn't apply though, if he's got the drop on me. Both don't apply.
No. Did you make yourself vulnerable?
No, I thought you did.
No, it must have been left over from the last fight. It didn't. So actually, it was an 8, so it wasn't a raise. It's just a standard hit.
Okay.
Two wounds as an ogre hook slices into you.
Ouch.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. I'm afraid it really rips into you, I'm afraid, that ogre hook, and it doesn't actually have... Oh, the ogre hook's missing its description. Okay, I'm afraid the ogre hooks are not very unpleasant weapons, and they do rending damage, so you are bleeding, Rannick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we can start combat.
Bert, see if you can cast Smite on our animal companions. It would make a huge difference.
I'm going to give Kib to Irina to control. There we go.
Thank you.
Kib
Is Kib on my card then?
I've just shared. Hopefully just shared the stat. Hopefully
You
shared.
did. I meant,
yeah.
I meant combat
No.
wise.
Kib's actually on his own card. I should have put him on. So he's separate to you. I will put him on your own card for next turn, but for now.
That's fine. I just wanted to know. Okay, right, cool.
This guy's a bit kooky, as you can hear.
What speeds, Kib? Pace 8.
Okay, I probably have do I have an illustration for this guy now you've hit him? Well, he's hit you, Robin. No, I don't. Okay, so there's no description of it in the NPC thing. So
Well, my running down. That's fine.
this guy's a bit weird. Where is it?
To accept that bit, I'll do more afterwards.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's an 8 foot tall. He's an 8 foot tall ogre. I've lost it again. 8 foot tall ogre. He's got a grotesquely deformed head that resembles a giant pumpkin on the right side. A huge puffy mass of tumours and overgrown bare bone, giving his head a lopsided look.
Cool.
I still can't roll Kib's attacks. I can roll the other stats, but not the attacks again. That is such a weird glitch.
It is rather. Have I turned on? What's that one? I think these What's the one that needs to be turned on? Party vision, isn't it? And movement. Yeah, it's on. So you should be okay. Okay. I'll have to do it then. Sorry.
All right.
I'm afraid Crowfoot basically pushes the Kib away. It's like, oh, Kitty, you're back. More. Rucus will be happy. Okay. There you go. Let's give Shaylu to Rannick. Makes my life easier. Don't have to worry about them.
Shaylu is going to run. That's my pace again.
That voice in the background sounds like the giant out of The Princess Bride.
Yeah. Oh gosh, actually, there's an illustration of him in Sirenscape. That's interesting. I wonder if I can find a picture of him then. Oh yeah, there he is. Copy, save image as Fantasy Grounds Unity campaigns. This one.
Remind me what his name is, Tavis, because I can't remember. Oh, Andre the Giant, that's it.
Yeah.
Right, I can roll Shaylu's combat dice once I put her in as an ally on my character sheet.
Not
until I did.
How do you do that, Tavis?
Just drag it onto your
Just drag it into the allies bit on the character sheet.
Okay. Where's Kid gone?
Oh, I've saved him to the wrong place. Where is he? Images. I don't know where I've saved him. Save image as. Let's try that again.
The raise damage didn't. Let me try that again.
Fancy badge. Sorry, I am trying to sort something out and I'm not paying 100% attention and I apologise.
It's alright, I'm trying to sort stuff out too. It's getting slightly confusing. Kib's vanished. I can't find Kib anywhere.
Why can't he be downloaded securely?
Oh, there he is. Thank you,
Keep anyway.
whoever did that.
Okay, right. So my computer's
That's
decided that
really
that downloading image files from is now dangerous and shouldn't be allowed.
No.
I had Kib's character sheet before. I moved it to the bottom of it.
Probably my fault because I changed its position on the combat tracker. Try that.
Thank you. Right, okay. I'm just going to do a test again and see if it'll let me roll it now. It does. Well done, whoever did that tab. Oh, wow. He doesn't look like Andre the Giant. He really doesn't.
Okay. Yeah. So, Shailu opens fire with a bow and shakes him by the look of things.
Ah, she wounded him.
Oh, yeah, she did wound him. In that case, I'm going to spend one of his bennies to attempt to soak that. Because I didn't notice you actually did a wound. Which he successfully does. So he's not shaken and he's not wounded. But it did cost a benny after all. Okay, that brings us to Crow Food. Who's basically... Oh, Kib's vanished. It's obviously because I moved him onto your card on the tracker. That it's obviously bugged everything up. Okay, Crow Food.
At least we understand what was going on.
Swings again, but this time, obviously, you're able to avoid the blow. Although you don't feel very good, and you're bleeding quite profusely, Rannick. Arena.
It felt better.
Okay. Just readjusting the map to focus on the right knee. Okay. I'm going to run. Ooh, nice running.
I think we've had enough of the music and him, haven't we? You get the
Do you
idea.
accept that as my vision
Of course.
to the right thing? Thank you. Vision gets to the right thing, honestly.
I'll leave him go because he's a giggle.
I'm actually aiming to be there. I was trying to be
Let's
there.
give yourself an
It is the right amount.
Okie dokie. Quiet, we're not telling
Can
you.
I use a wand on Rannick from where I'm stood right now?
You can. So I'm turning
Cool.
it back on. I don't think he's. Oh, they.
Then
lie.
I would like to.
Okay. Carry on.
I would like to use the wand of minor healing on Rannick, please.
Okay, that will be a spell casting to activate it.
There you go.
Okay, that's successful. So that heals one wound, and also that also heals removes the bleeding from you.
Oh, that's handy.
So you don't have to make vigor rolls or to take more wounds. Why is there a dog wolf on the combat tracker?
Because it was summoned from the tan.
And it's only
Bag
lasts
of-
10. It only lasts 10 minutes, so it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to Rannick, who is no longer shaken.
You absolute bastard, says Rannick. And Rannick's going to draw his sword rather than get out the Impaler of Thorns, on the grounds that his allies are all right up next to him and he doesn't want to make them all upset. So he will equip Worm's Doom and his shield. And
You're lucky
take
you
a
can-
swing.
Aren't you lucky you can ready up to 2 items as a free action?
Yes. Swing at Crowfoot.
Actually, I haven't checked that. Readying weapons. 2 items per turn is a free action. Yep. You hit. Oh. He's unharmed.
Damn it.
Ooh, right, okay.
That brings us to Dondrad. The guy's very happy, but does have a bit of a flatulence problem, I think you might have noticed.
Yeah, I'll run into melee range and then we'll do...
Yeah, it's you, mate.
I think what we'll do is we'll target Kib, myself and Rannick and cast a smite spell.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And then move up to give so that's a normal thing for +2, isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to active. Okay. I know what I'm going to do because this is looking.
Keep an eye on the house as well. I bet this bastard isn't the only one here.
Yeah, I don't think he's alone.
I know he isn't. Kib said there were more than one.
Okay, that brings us to Bert.
Okay, Bert is going to try and catch up.
They did all run off really fast. Actually, to be honest, I'm going to move you back because don't forget, you are a druid. If you really want, you can just do that.
That's true.
No difficult terrain for you.
No.
Yeah, let's go ahead and run that direction.
There we go.
And I will go ahead and take a shot at Crowfoot.
Go for it.
Yep, but we're going to take the shot.
That's what Crowfoot thinks of that.
That's what he thinks of it, eh?
Exactly.
Okay. And Snookums, does Snookums also have the pass without difficulty, or does she need to run? He need to run around?
I think he has to go the long way round, I'm afraid.
That's kind of what I thought.
I bet it's something you can give him in D20 though. That's a 10, isn't it? Hang on, doesn't Schnookums have a D... Oh no, D6. Ignore me. So that'd be 10 inches of movement for Schnookums.
Snooks will run to there.
Joe, I don't know how Jels has managed to be so quiet on the 2 of Hearts for so long.
I'm now. What's my pace if I cut through the forest?
Halved. Half. Yeah.
What's half of 7? 3.5.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cut through the woods because I don't want to come out from under cover because I hear them fighting and I'm not.
Yep. Okay. Some combatants are on hold. That's just good, fella. So on to the second round. And Crofu's go first. Okay, as a fighter, he's going to use his martial flexibility to give himself extraction and head towards the barn.
Okay, if he's just got extraction, that means only he can avoid one person attacking him.
Yeah, he's avoiding you.
I thought he might.
Does that mean I
Kib get a go?
Kib can as well, yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
Dondrad hasn't attacked him, so Dondrad can't. Kib's the only other person who can actually make a sweep.
Okay.
Oh, damn! I wish. Never mind. I thought I could.
No, because you haven't engaged him in combat. Only Rannick and Kib engaged him
It's
in
alright.
combat.
Kib appears to be angry enough for both of us.
Yeah.
Cat agility pounced on it.
Oh.
Ah, that's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Unless you want to spend one of his, bennies to re-roll the damage.
Did somebody cast Smite on Kib?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that is there? Yeah, okay, I'll spend a penny on it, on the damage. That'll do.
That will do. That's a wound, so he's going to have to soak that. Which he does.
At least we got your goose penny.
And then he basically opens the doors and jumps into the barn. That brings us to Rennick.
Oh, they're going to get me, is they? We'll see about that. Rannick will...
right to death.
I need the GM map.
Rannick takes a potion of healing.
Okay, that heals your other wound.
Moves up to the edge of there.
I think he's going to get help.
Shailu.
Shailu appears to have line of sight to that doorway, so Shailu goes on hold.
Okay,
I can't put Shailu on hold, though, for some reason. Okay.
that's okay. That brings us to Arena Trapfoot.
Okay. Drawing my sword and running after him. Where did he go?
He ran into the barn.
I'm trying to see
Careful,
where he
Rena.
I know I've got good backup. I grin at you. Where's the door? Thank you. Does the door open outwards or inwards?
The door's open if you want to go for it.
I want to get to look through the doorway so that I know what's there, but not go through it. My sword is drawn, however. So if there is somebody immediately the other side of the door.
Make a sneaky stealth roll
Sneaky stealth roll.
to see how if you're spotted or not.
I'm good at sneaky stealthing.
Sneaky stealthing. I'm going to do a notice roll. Oh! No, they didn't beat you. So yeah, you get to glance in without noticing anything. I think the easiest thing to do is lose the will to live at this point because I can't move everything at once. Move you to there.
The easiest thing to do is lose the will to live. Okay.
And then I'm going to do that. Ooh, that's a lovely, interesting amount of errors there. Oh, I wonder what they are. Vsource, user data value. I don't know what that one was. Okay. Oh, that might be. Oh no, I haven't turned that extension on. So then I need to go visibility mark sensitive, visibility mark sensitive, visibility mark sensitive, visibility mark sensitive. So you stick your head round and that's what you see.
Here, it's bigger on inside.
I didn't see anything when you said that's what you see.
Sorry, good point. I need to move the map. Sorry, sync client view. There you go.
Ah. Thank you.
And then I'll assume you duck back out of sight.
Yes.
Which, as you duck back out of sight, you might notice something else.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I will gesture to Rannick. That there's at least 3 in there.
Rannick nods.
I just had a ping. Why did I just have a ping? I don't know. Okay, Kib.
You had a ping because you got sent a message.
A message. Yes, a whisper. Yes.
Where?
Oh, I could actually give you a description as well of the barn.
Oh, thank you.
It's an interesting one. I don't know. Is the honest answer. Sagging buildings, a barn, and a farmhouse. I suspect they're probably quite soggy and so they probably won't burn easily.
Oh, there's Kip. Right. Okay. Fine.
Are you intending to try and smack through the wall, are you?
That's the idea.
Well, I suppose we'll treat it as breaking things, won't we? Breaking things. Thick wooden door or wall. Hardness 10.
Okay.
Is that Kib just going straight inside?
Yeah, and wants to make an intimidation roll with a big cat roar.
Okay, I'll move Kib to the other map. Go for it. Right, which one does he want to intimidate? Because I know it's one of those weird things, but you can only target one.
Whichever one's physically closest to him.
Okay, 7. So that would be Sugar Girl. Who gets to make spirit against intimidation, doesn't he? Okay, does he want to make him distracted or vulnerable?
Distracted, please.
Okay. I need to... oh, no, not put him on hold. Okay. That brings us to Bert.
Come on, Schnooks, you can make it. You can make it. Come on, Schnooks. And Bert will run up there kind of next to Arena, I guess.
Okay, I shall move you to the other map then.
And then Snookums.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm almost, well, if I was doing this, I would actually have, obviously because it's Fantasy Grounds, and if I was doing this for myself, I might actually remake these images and maps and put the the barn inside the barn, if that makes sense. So it's not on a separate map.
And I don't know if that's close enough for Snooks to end up over near the barn or not, but that's where he's headed.
I think we'll put Schnooks. We'll put Schnooks there. That seems reasonable.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and
where's
I don't think Bert can see anything from that angle. No, not really. Okay, then that's it.
I can gesture to Bert that there's at least 3.
I think you moved yourself to there, didn't you, Rannick? I've moved you down to the barn.
So we're all heading to the barn.
Tell you what, I never thought about this. I'm very tempted to split these. Well, I'm very tempted to split these.
I'm actually going to run for it.
Because to my mind, the outside scale should be less than the inside scale, so I'm very tempted. I might actually split the... I might break this map out.
Yeah, so I've got 1 inch of movement to step inside the barn.
You actually want to step inside the barn?
Yeah, I mean, the cat's got in and growled, so let's chase the cat in. It's out of the bag, so...
Okay. Yeah, step inside the barn.
I'll actually take a shot at one of them.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a bit puffed out, probably won't hit, but never mind, it's worth a crack.
You miss. No. She's on hold. Hang on, how's she on the combat tracker twice? Oh, she isn't.
Okay, I lose part of that because I need to get, like, out to the edge of the woods, and then I'm going to come skipping up to Rannick. What'd I miss?
Okay, so that's 2 inches to get to there.
And I rolled
Rannick's,
11, so I still got 9 left.
Yeah, Rannick's technically there. I know you can't see him anymore, but he's technically there.
Well, I'm going to go skipping out there and ask Rannick what the hell did I miss.
Okay, I'm going to put Shailu's there. Going to... Where's Jelsa? Jelsa is, for argument's sake, there. I think that's the easiest thing to do. Just get you all on that map, isn't it?
Barn full of ogres. Why don't you go check for a back door?
Don't need to get that close. He'll stay back and stab. One of the ogres. Oh, one of the ogres appears and stabs at Kib. Oh dear. 2 wounds on Kib's. I'm going to spend one of Kib's bennies to attempt to soak that. He soaks one of the wounds, but he takes a wound. Okay, that brings us to Hogarth, who literally comes down here. What's he armed with a spear, so he's going to stop there and spear Dondrad. Missing. Let's try again. That's a hit. Dondrad is skewered. Shaking Dondrad. And last but no means least, Sugar goes to there, and I'm afraid he's going to stab Kib. Oh dear, this is looking bad.
No.
Kib takes another wound. Kib's going to have to spend his last penny, which is going to soak it. And that brings us to the end of the round, except for Shayla, who's on hold.
Now, Shayla's going to remain on hold just in case any ogres come out of the farmhouse.
Okie dokie. So Shayla's on hold. That means Rannick's up first.
Are there any gaps in the wall at all that I can see through?
Alas, not really.
Okay, I'm having the feeling that actually running through the wall, dramatic and exciting as it would be, is not really going to be a good idea. So, it's going to have to be a run.
6 to there. She got 5 more inches of movement.
Yeah. Up to there.
Okay. You basically interspace yourself between one of the ogres who's got a blood-soaked spear.
You leave that cat alone, you ugly bastard.
these guys not armed with? Anyway, I'll give you a description of the barn. So, the barn houses several mounds of moulding hay, grain stores, and even large but crude still, 2 catwalks rise up along the walls, leading to the doors near the ceiling in the east wall. A pair of massive doors boarded over with thick timbers allow ground access to the room beyond. Several dingy kennels are built into the walls under the catwalks.
I missed there, but these are humanoids, so let's have another go. Skilled inverter.
They are indeed. They are evil humanoids. But you missed, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Jepo Grohl's going to stab you back, Rannick. He's a little unsteady on his feet. You get the impression he's oh gosh, you get the impression he's a little under the weather. When he misses, he takes a step back away from you, keeping you at spear length.
Mm-hmm.
And brings us to Joseph.
Yeah. Didn't Rannick tell me to go and check and see if there's a back way in?
Yeah.
You do.
He did.
Well, that's a crappy one. Looking, because I suspect he's just trying to keep me out of it and get rid of me, but
Why would he do something like that?
because he's Rannick.
Because he loves you.
Let's put the daylight up.
Okay.
Let's put some ambient light in because we are in the open. That brings us to Irina.
But let's have an advantage. I cast invisibility on myself and on Bert.
Oh, nice.
I will then
Okay.
sneak in.
You did get the raise, so that is just invisible attack at -4. There we go. Okay. Bert and Irina are invisible.
And I go to there.
I do wish you could make invisible characters invisible to other players. For area of effects and stuff, it would be so much more fun. It would just be so much more fun. I'm just going to drop a fireball here, and the invisible player's like, bum.
No!
Kib.
Kib is going to use his cat's agility to go between the legs around and bounce off boxes or whatever's around, try and distract Sugar Girl in front of him. So an athletics test, basically,
Okay.
against that one. And when he finishes the whole test, he'll be there, which is slightly more out of everybody else's way.
Okay, Sugar Growl. Right, do you want to make him distracted or vulnerable?
He hasn't gone yet this round, has he?
He's going last, after everyone else.
Oh, in that case, I'll make him vulnerable.
Vulnerable it is. I don't know why, but YouTube, I cannot get YouTube to work with messaging, so I can't keep track of if anyone's on YouTube. So I have to keep checking it. Sorry. I don't want people thinking I'm ignoring them. The curses of multi-streaming. Ha! So who's next? That brings us to crow food. Well, we know what that means, don't we? If it's crow food.
Ah, he gets eaten by crows.
He's coming back in. And he's going to use his ogre hook on Rannick again. Missing.
Look at that. I got my shield out this time, you bugger.
Brings us to Bert the Invisible.
Okay, Bert is going to go ahead and step up so he can see what's going on in there.
That makes him an Invisibert.
Invisibert.
An Invisibert, I like that.
Bert's going to step up there and take a shot at Hograth Brawl.
Okie dokie. He's a hulking brute with a vestigial arm growing from his left elbow and no necked dented head.
That's totally disturbing.
Mm-hmm. Jepo Gruel is a big, handsome boy towering over his brothers. Sugar is the shortest, standing barely more than 5 feet tall, with crooked, stumpy legs and constantly twitching skin. Oh, that's a wound. I'm going to have to spend a Benny to soak that.
Yeah, I've noticed they're all wild cards.
Yes. Told you it started getting harder. Yep, I soak that attack.
Okay, Snookums is going to dart in here.
Okay.
And
Although
attack
he's a bit confused where that arrow came from. It's like, where'd that arrow come from? Go for it. Oh, he's going for crow food. It's quite depressing how many things I find wrong. But that's why we play test it. Bite, but unharmed. There.
Okay.
Tough, but flabby skin protecting them. Okay, Hogarth. Well, Hogarth's going to spear Dondrad again and critically fail.
Yay!
He's going to, yeah, basically he hiccups, belches, breaks wind at the same time, and then reaches up above his head with the spear, jamming it into the ceiling, and gets stuck. And now he's vulnerable as he's trying to pull it out. And I've just made Dondrad vulnerable rather than Hogarth. But yeah, he's just basically got the spitter's stuck. Why is the spitter's stuck? Dondrad is no longer shaken.
Kan få flot for det you for that.
Okay, that totally deserves a Benny. That was awesome.
Let me guess, he's blinding them all. Because what does Dondrad always do?
It's the glint of light off his shiny weapon.
I'm not complaining, but I'm not complaining because, to be honest, it's you need all the advantages, especially on some of the later fights.
So that's a normal. So it's just shape minus 2 vigorous shake off, isn't it? It would be helpful. Oh, I did target them all. There you go.
No, I did that.
Oh, you did. Oh, good for you. I was panicking there. I forgot to.
Okay, so you blind them all with that bright light, and they're very annoyed by that. So annoyed that I'm going to make them shut up. You've got something to say about that, obviously. Okay, Sugar Gruel is blinded. He's this one here. He can no longer. He backs away, but a few steps, and swings blindly at Kib, hitting.
Rude.
That's unfortunate. 2 wounds on Kib. This is not good. Kib's out of bennies. Kib is in a very bad way, I'm afraid, having taken 3 wounds.
Well, I'm glad that I'm both invisible and really nearby.
Then he gets to make a vigor check at -2, just a normal vigor check to shake off the blindness, which he does.
Oh, okay. I was about to do that, but I couldn't get there that fast.
No,
that wasn't King, that was the ogre king.
That was the Ogre
Oh.
King. That brings us to bad guys got jokers. This could be bad. Crow
Oh.
food.
So did Bird. So
Okay.
Oh, that's all right then. We did too. Hey,
You
that
did
means
too.
Kib's got a Benny again.
It does mean Kib's got a Benny again. I'll just check. Yeah, Kib's got a Benny. Okay, Rannick is hit. No, he's missed. He's missed.
not.
Because of the blindness, that's the only thing that saves you. But I'm going to spend the Benny I just got to try and hit you again, which I do. I do hit you.
Damn you.
However, I don't think the damage is going to get through, and I'm going to spend a Benny just because I'm evil. I've got to be a bit meaner these days. You're shaken. Well, that
I can say that.
really was worth 2 Bennies, wasn't it? But
okay, Bert is going to multi-action.
sorry, I'm just going to do a vigor check on Crow Food. He is no longer blind. Go for it, Bert. You're multi-actioning.
Bert is going to multi-action. I'm going to start my shooting at Hograth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Hograth is targeted. You hit with a raise. As Hograth is still trying to get the spear out the ceiling. That's
What a
weird.
feeling when your spear's stuck in the ceiling.
24 wounds! My word, that's a crit hit if ever there was one. I've got 2 bennies, so I might see if I can. No! Crit fail! So I can't spend any more bennies. Hograth goes down. He's bleeding out. So I won't remove him from the
My
tracker.
second shot will go against Sugar.
Okay, so we untarget him, and then you're targeting Sugar. Go for it. What's interesting is when your
My
dice.
dice keep bouncing off the table, and it takes me a while to find them.
I was going to say it's really interesting because it does seem to take longer when they go off my combat tracker bottom. Okay, you hit. You shake Sugar.
Let's go ahead and Benny that once, just because. There we go.
Yeah.
That'd be a wound. Sugar's got 4 bennies, so I'm going to spend 1. He's okay.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, and then we'll go back to Snookums. Who will continue trying to claw crow food.
Okay, go for it.
Let's go ahead and spend a Benny on that. That was nasty.
Oops, sorry. I'll make that. I don't know what happened there because I rolled. There we go. I'm happy with that. You got a net result of all of that. I'm going to say is 2 hits. That's the easiest way to deal with the fact I spent a penny and you rolled. You know what I mean? It's not a problem. Go for it. I'm going to say net result is I got a hit and you got a hit. So wound from the first attack, which Crow Food will try and soak successfully, and the second attack, unfortunately, doesn't get through. But Crow Food is out of
I
bennies.
think we are going to go ahead and spend a Benny on that as well.
Okie dokie. Schnookums, spend a penny on that. Go for it. I'll let you re-roll the damage.
Same thing.
Okay. Exactly the same. Schnookums has still got 2 more bennies, just for the record. Arena.
Hey, I am going to check what healing is like.
You got the wand.
I have wand and potion. Potions that make it healing. Okay, am I still connected by mind to Kib?
Yes.
Great. I'm telling Kib that I am invisible and I'm going to give him a potion to make him better.
Okay.
Rannick might wonder what's just pushed past him.
For flip's sake.
And I'm going to give the potion of major healing to Kib. Did you hear that?
Major potion of major healings. Yes, sorry, I was just getting spammed with dodgy messages, so I was just banning them. Okay, that's a potion of major healing on
On Kib.
Kib. That means Kib's down to 1 wound.
There we go.
Wonderful stuff. That means it's Kib's up, and Kib is going to recover from being shaken. Thanks you. He thanks you for the healing potion.
Oh, ever so welcome. I think that Kib's going to respond to that by doing a wild attack on whichever one actually injured him. Was it Crowfoot or Sugargrawl that did that damage?
It was Sugargrawl.
Right, okay, fine. I think that Kib's going to do a wild attack on Sugargrawl then.
Wild, okie dokie.
I should be able to roll it this time.
You hit.
Okay. Oh, come off it. I
He's
can Benny that, please.
He's only got 1 penny left.
This is true. All right, we'll leave it.
It's up to you. I mean, I'll spend it if you want.
It's just frustrating after doing a wild attack. But then, I suppose after doing a wild attack, I'm also open, so yeah, leave it. It's alright.
Okie dokie.
Can the cat then move? Oh no, you get a free attack if I move away, won't you?
He will get a free attack if you move away, yeah.
But I can move around him so that I'm not between two of them.
You can indeed.
Two there.
And ironically, you have possibly just saved Kib's life.
That's not ironic, that's awesome.
No, because Crowfoot is a rogue, so would most definitely attack anyone who's vulnerable, getting the basically backstab ability. So
see.
you just saved Kib from a backstab.
Well, I'm glad about that.
Okay, let's see what happens to Hogarth. Hogarth dies from blood loss. Dondrad. He's very quiet, isn't he? He's planning
Right,
something.
let's have it. Let's have it. Get up, you.
Oh, wild attack. We think Dondrad's angry. That's a hit. Two wounds. And on Crowfoot. Crowfoot's got no bennies left. I'm going to have to use one of my bennies to soak one of them.
Oh, right.
Okay, that brings us to Jepo, who will basically use the spear, stab at Rannick, missing, and then go back off down the corridor because Rannick can't do anything about it. Jossa.
Well, Jossa's out here looking for a back door because that's what Rannick told her to do.
Okay.
It's okay. You don't have to justify your backdoor search.
Okay. I'll just do that for you. Basically, that gets you to the back of the barn. You've got 1 inch of movement left. It's up to you which way you want to go. There doesn't appear to be.
Or a back door.
There isn't one. Which is why I'm saying it.
Aw.
Which is why I'm saying from there you can see there isn't a back door, so you've still got 1 inch of movement left if you want to
Do
go
I see
back.
any windows or anything on?
Nothing at
higher
all.
up?
No, I'm afraid nothing like that. I'm afraid it's just a crappy, solid
Then
old barn.
I'll start back towards them because I have really no clue what's going on. I can hear them fighting, but I figure.
Oh yeah,
they haven't
it's
screamed for help. So.
yeah, it's chaos. There's sword clashes, there's cries, there's flatulence, there's 2 cats roaring in there. It's quite a cacophony of sound.
Yeah,
I was so hoping Boss was going to be able to outflank them and come in doing sneaky rogue stuff.
Yeah, afraid not.
Nice idea. Didn't work.
Nice idea. Yeah, Rannick remains shaken.
Let's not, shall we?
and this was probably the first and last time Jelsa will ever listen to Rannick.
I can't believe you listened to Stumblefoot anyway.
She likes
Wow.
him more than she lets on.
I think that's the
I
case,
thought,
isn't
I
it?
thought I did really well sneaking up and plate mail. It was only Arena behind us. What the hell did you fall over?
Rabbit hole. Put my foot in a rabbit hole.
With Crowfoot already injured, I think Rannick's going to double down on that and swings Worm's Doom in a mighty arc.
Okay. That's a wound. That's a wound on Crowfoot. I don't feel inclined to spend any more bennies.
And then Rannick will step in between Crowfoot and Sugar Grawl.
Okie dokie. That brings us to Sugar Growl, who is... Oh, yeah, Crowfoot blinded, didn't he? Yes. Okay, Sugar Growl is going to turn round and stab Rannick.
Not very
Hit-
polite.
Hitting. Doing... no damage. He's feeling mean, so he's going to re-roll his damage. No damage. Okay. Is Shaylu, I take it Shaylu's still on hold outside.
Bailey's on hold in case things come out of the farmhouse, yeah.
Okay, that brings us to Invisible Arena Trapfoot.
Okay. I think I am going to do I'll do a wild attack on Sugar Grawl, especially considering I'm invisible. The bugger won't know where it's coming from.
Okie dokie. Wild attack is turned on.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm going to give up on that.
I can Benny that damage, I think.
Okay. Well, it looks like... Okay,
That
well
was
that's...
worth Benny.
that's quite a lot of damage on Sugar, who's going to have to spend probably his last 2 bennies there in a desperate attempt not to bleed to death. That was 2 wounds. That's enough to stop him dying, so I'll soak that. Nicely done. He cries out in pain and annoyance because he doesn't know where that came from. Yep, Kib.
We'll also attack him.
Go for it.
We just need to bring Kib's sheet back to the front. There we go.
Does he want to wildly attack again, or...?
No, because I'm trying to protect him, I think.
Okie doke. I don't think he needs it with those 6s.
No, I'm pretty sure it's alright.
That's 2 hits. Both with raises. Shame they weren't the damage rolls. Okay, so the first one doesn't do anything because the Sugar Grill's hardy, it would appear. And both of those do no damage. Otherwise, they would have done if the Ogrekin wasn't hardy.
Shame. Oh well. I dare say he's feeling pretty well attacked right now, though.
I think so. He's not happy, that's for certain. That brings us to Gelso, who's now got to run all the way back.
Yes, I'm like really irritated with Rannick.
Oh.
Well, there's nothing new there then.
That's alright. You guys can take all the hits and I'll come in afterwards and see if there's any mess to clean up.
Come in afterwards and claim all the glory, right?
Exactly. That brings us to Jepo, who moves to... actually, he can't see you, so he's going to have to move to... He can't see you, already, because you're invisible. So he moves to there and leans down over the high area and stabs Rannick.
Over there.
He really stabs you. Obviously, that elevated angle finds a chink in your armour and basically it digs in deep.
I'm not liking that. I'm really not liking that.
I don't think you were meant to.
Oh, Rannick's using conviction. He's very annoyed.
Shame I didn't need it.
Well, you don't keep it going.
Okay. That brings us to Crowfood, who unshakes. Crowfood is going to use his ogre hook on Rannick, who oh no, isn't bleeding. So no, he's going to go for the dwarf. He doesn't like dwarfs. That's a hit with a raise on the dwarf as that ogre hook comes snaking down towards Dondrad. Does it find a chink in the armour? The answer is yes. It's a...
And it includes sneak attack damage.
Oh, he didn't include sneak attack damage. No, good point. I'll have to add that in as well. I didn't notice you were
It's
vulnerable.
worse.
It's much worse. It's another 11... That's 31... That's an instant incapacitation on Dondrad, I'm afraid. And this...
Well, so.
Oh, of course he could soak, yes. But I'm just saying... 31 points of damage. I'm going to have to give him a Betty for being honest about the fact that he was supposed to be vulnerable. So
Well, that's one.
that's enough to keep you standing, but you have been hurt. You are bleeding from this attack.
Yeah, we'll go another Benny just in the off chance to see if we get lucky. No, we don't.
I'm afraid you don't.
Okay.
But it's a vicious blow. It slices right through. Dondrad is basically almost cut to the bone by that viciously sharp ogre hook. The wound is quite horrific and blood is flowing profusely from the wound. Sugar Gruel remains shaken. Sugar Gruel spent his last penny to unshake. Does he have sweep? I forgot to check. I get interesting console errors when I open him up. I'm going to have to check if that's... He's got no mercy though. Nope, but he is getting quite angry, so I'm afraid he's going to make a frenzied attack on Rannick. Which hits once. Oh, there goes the 10.
You stop that.
2 wounds on Rannick from the frenzied attack, spear stab. But with Rannick's conviction, he's fine. Over to Rannick.
Right, you bloody bastards! Take this! And Rannick is giving up any pretense at defence at the moment.
Okay. Desperate attacking or wild attacking?
We are definitely wild attacking.
Multi-actioning? To make the most of your conviction before you lose it?
Absolutely, now I'm out of bennies. So, since Sugar has just attacked him, we're going to go for stabbing Sugar Growl first.
Hitting.
Okay, well that will have to do.
You do get a free
Wow.
attack, don't you? 4 wounds, my word. Sugar Grill's got no beddies left, so Sugar Grill just goes down as you just slice through him.
And then swinging back round towards Crowfoot.
Actually, Sugar Grill isn't dead, but anyway. That's a hit with a raise on Crowfoot. 3 wounds.
Just for descriptive purposes on Crowfoot, so the sword slams into Sugar Growl, and then Rannick spins round, and Crowfoot's raising up his hook, having smacked it into Dondrad. Rannick, using the arm that's got his butler on it, hooks it round Crowfoot's arm with the hook, and swings the hook back round underneath between his legs, and yanks it up into his groin.
Okay. Well, you take them both out in a very impressive manner, and they both drop to the floor. I'm not sure which one of them it will be. Probably from the way you described that, probably not Crowfoot. So the first one, as he collapses to the floor, he seems to be buttering something, and apart from he seems to expel from both ends at once. So there's and then it's like, "Mammy!" and dies.
And then Rannick is going to go over to Dondrad. Stunty, where's the healing potions? Reenie, Bert, where's Bert? Bert can heal him.
Yeah, Bert's going to hear that. And
Hang on, I've had bigger scratches when I cut myself shaving. You know what I mean?
Bert's going to step in and do some healing on Dondrad.
You have to be about being shouting very quiet, Rannick.
Yeah.
Your mic can't cope.
When have you ever shaved? Look at the size of that bloody beard.
That's one healing. That's one wound healed on Dondrad, and does stop the bleeding.
You can't
there's
use
three-
It's your turn, Dondrad. Oh, it is your turn next.
Technically,
All right,
it
we're
is.
still in combat. I thought we were out of combat.
We're not out of
You're
combat
yeah.
yet.
still in combat. And you're still invisible.
Snookums
And the-
is
and
going
the
to go
rope
ahead
up
and step
there.
up here and attack Jepo.
Okay, go for it. Technically speaking, you can't drink 2 potions in combat. I think it's. Well, I don't know. I suppose you can multi-action, can't you, and drink 2 potions?
Yeah, you can ready. Yeah.
Yeah, you can multi-action.
No. Okay, so that's it.
Okay, so Dondrad, I'm afraid your 2 actions are, well, you unshake and you drink 2 potions. So if you want to perform a third action, which you can do, obviously you'll have to set it to 3 actions before you perform your last action.
Well, my last action is to reload my crossbow.
Fair enough. Okay, that brings us to Jepo going next. Jepo's very bit concerned by the cat that's just appeared next to him, who's quite annoyed. So he's going to back off because he's got a spear and then stab at Snookums.
Well, since he backs off, Snookums is going to start with his.
He's
free attack,
he's got longer reach than Snookums, therefore he doesn't provoke.
but
He
he's
can't.
still moved out of my melee range.
He hasn't moved out of his, so it doesn't provoke an attack. That's the thing about longer reach weapons.
Okay.
Right, he hasn't backed out.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he's still got enough defense.
he hasn't backed out. He can back up an inch without provoking an attack of opportunity because he's got a reach weapon, hasn't he? That's the advantage of reach. And if I'm wrong, I apologise, but that's how I remember reading it. I'm going to check now.
I'd agree.
It certainly was. You had to back out of your melee range as well.
Yeah, you had to back out of your melee range to provoke an attack. So if you've got reach weapons, you see, you can back off, meaning they have to come to you, which then means you can first strike him again. Actually, no, because they've got to come into your melee reach, haven't they? So it doesn't matter.
First strike now works. That works when they enter your melee reach. If you've got a spear, you don't get the first strike when they step forward anymore.
Exactly. You'd have to provoke attack of opportunity to do it, yeah. But...
Yeah.
Okay, Bert is going to shoot at Jepo. You attack my kitty cat.
Okie dokie. You're still invisible. Not that it matters. You're targeting Dondred. I'll get rid of that for you.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't Jepo supposed to get a saving throw though?
Well, you hit Dondred, but even though we removed the targeting on him, that's interesting. Jepo was meant to get a save throw a long time ago.
And
What's the railing around that like?
It's an elevated area.
Yeah, I know that, but presumably it's got some sort of like banister rail or something.
It does, yeah. It doesn't
Is it
say.
a solid one or has it got gaps?
I imagine it's solid. It's easy just to build it without gaps, isn't it? It's less. I don't know. It doesn't say, does it? It just says. I'm going to say it's solid. It's easier that way,
Okay.
isn't it? And more annoying for you lot. Nookums moves in and.
we'll spend a Benny to re-roll that.
Okie dokie. I'll spend the Benny. You can re-roll it.
One more. We got to score this hit. Come on. Nope, just not gonna do it. Oh well.
That was Snookum's last Benny.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to Rannick.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to get up past Snookums. So, Rannick will drop his sword and shield, pull out Impaler of Thorns, head over there and stab Jepo.
Go for it.
I'll just need to change my equipment.
You lose your smite, don't forget.
Yep, I know.
So I've turned that off.
Okay.
Because that doesn't apply on Impaler of Thorns.
No. And I need to take the shield off so I lose the parry. There we go.
You hit with a raise with Impaler of Thorns. That means that causes problems, doesn't it?
Only if I choose to.
Oh, that's okay.
It says the wielder can, and I'm not going to.
Fair enough then.
But I did move enough that my rhino hide gives me +4 damage anyway.
Yeah, I don't get how that works when someone's. Do you know what I mean? I can understand in melee and you're charging into them. I'm not sure how that works with them standing at the top of the stairs, but anyway.
Wizards
work.
did
Well,
it.
in exactly the same way that a lance gets bonus damage when charging with a horse.
Okay. It's magic, I'm not arguing.
There you go. And that's a wound.
He's got 4 bennies, so I'm going to spend a benny. So he takes no damage. Jelsa.
Sure.
Sorry I kept you out the fight for nearly the entire thing, Elspeth.
You've got 1
Oh,
inch
no,
of
that's
movement.
perfectly fine because,
You've got 1 more inch.
So I make it to the door.
You can get to there, in fact.
That's all right. Oh, I see you guys don't need my help. Rannick, there's not another way in.
Bugger. And there was me hoping you was going to come in and stab him in back. Now, be careful with your fireworks. Reenie and Bert around here somewhere, except we can't see them.
Looking at the ogres piled on the floor and going, and your point would be?
Well, there's still one up there, he says, gesturing with the Impaler of Thorns.
Drad. That's your 6 seconds of chat.
Yeah, okay, let's try this for a laugh. Cold shot to the rafters above Jepo.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that debris. I reckon that when they built this thing, it was shoddy.
Shooting test. Cool.
Yeah, he didn't target him, alas, otherwise it would have rolled it automatically.
It's not. Well, I didn't target him.
In the roof.
It is a shooting test. He's shooting in the rafters above, so that's a shooting test. So Jepo needs to make an agility, athletics roll to avoid that, which fails miserably. See, because now you see I've got to do this all manually.
Oh. Yeah, I reckon must have been about a century worth of pigeon shit that's going to come down on him.
Okay, so you shake him. Unfortunately, he's already shaken, but you also get the choice of distracted or vulnerable.
I'm going to make him. Choices. Let's make him vulnerable.
That's what I would have gone for.
Yeah, if either Jelsa or Rannick go before him next turn, they get sneak attack damage.
Indeed, Rooney. That brings us to Irina.
I and Kib have got a plan that we've worked out in our head.
Okay.
I move to here, become visible so Kib can see me.
Okay.
I crouch over in a classic piggyback position, enabling Kib to run, use my back to give him an extra leg up and jump straight over onto here and go into combat on the other side.
That's awesome. I'm going to give Irina and Kib a Betty for awesomeness there.
Thank you.
Brilliant stuff.
Look at that, a bugger, wasn't expecting that one.
Well, I'll use that Benny you gave me on the damage for Kib.
You got another damage roll anyway with the raise.
I do? Cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't need to use that Benny. Yeah, I don't think I need to use that Benny after all.
Okay, well, I've got 3 bennies left, so let's see if I can keep Jepo alive. That soaks 2. I might see if I can get better. Soaks 2. No, I can't. So he... Not soaks 2. Yeah, it was 4 wins, so he's still alive, but he's in a bad way. That was you and Kib, wasn't it? That was... Yeah.
Yes.
New round. Longest fight so far. That brings us to Don the Drad.
Been attacked by my own schnookums. Right, so now the question is inventory. I'm just trying to work out whether or not I've got reach. Probably not, no.
What are you
I
using?
don't. 200 sword.
No. You need a spear.
Is Snookums blocking my path though?
No, you're allies.
Because we're on a wee silly catwalk at the minute.
If only Dondrad had picked up that magic spear that we got earlier from the Ogrekin.
Yeah, but it's a spear. It doesn't fit the whole image.
Very image conscious, these dwarves.
It's
Yeah.
not good.
1 inch equals 90 feet. 1 inch equals 5 feet. You possibly could get past. You possibly can. It'd be a tight fit, the two of you. It'd be restricted. It would probably impede your abilities. Shoot him.
Can't. It's unloaded. So
You
Yeah,
could
but
load and then you could multi-action. He's vulnerable. You get +2 to hit anyway.
yeah, let's multi-action and shoot him again.
Okay, yep, so, yep. As first action, you load your crossbow. As your second action, you shoot it.
Oh, look at that. Never saw that coming.
That's good hit.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
that's
terrible hit.
almost the worst damage you could roll ever. I suppose
Well,
you'll not.
Come on, Gorham, bless me. Oh, look at that, he's hardy.
You do like rolling 1s and 2s today. I'm afraid he is hardy. Rannick.
Well, I'm going to poke him with my pig sticker again.
Be my guest. Woo. That's a hit with a raise.
Isn't it just?
That's a wound.
Well, I will stick with just the single wound.
His last Benny ignores the wound. Jalsa.
Yeah, Jelsa sees these doors back here, and since she's supposed to be looking for other doors, she's gonna come and poke them open and go, well, what's in here?
Those doors are boarded over with thick timbers.
Ooh.
Now you've really piqued her interest.
Because obviously they don't need my help. There's bodies piled all over, and there's a bunch of them working on that last one. So.
If any characters, the keys, free younger girls, the boarded, clock is the boarded up door, wrenching it to, okay, wow, interesting. Okay, just reading it. Okay, well, Jepo's not in a happy place here. What's he got? Edgewise, he isn't a fighter. He's just got brave frenzy and no mercy, and he's mean. So I think what I'm going to have to do is he's going to use his spear in a frenzied attack on Rannick. Oh, that was a 10, but it went to a 2 at the last second, resulting in a single hit on Rannick, doing negligible damage. He's then going to jump down from there to there, landing very well, but obviously the cats get a free attack on him if they so wish. Sorry, Randy, don't ignore that. Don't worry about that test.
Yep.
So that's Schnookums and Kib. Oh, Schnookums critically fails. I think basically, I think what's going to happen there is Schnookums basically slashes at Jepo as he goes down, and the claws get stuck into his belt, meaning Schnookums gets pulled down with him. He barely, he barely is able to land on his feet because he's clawed like that, and suddenly he feels he's now in this quandary of basically, do I need to wash myself or do I keep attacking? So he's distracted. Kib gets a free attack as well, of course.
Could you roll it for me? I'm away from my keyboard.
Yeah, sure. Did that?
Too busy letting my dog out to deal with my cat.
That like 2d4s.
It did look like 2d4s. I don't know what happened there. Let's try that again. Why am I getting d4 minus 2 for his claws?
That's silly.
I'm getting some very interesting error messages all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on there. The combat tracker's just being strange. There we go. It misses. Okay, so he lands down there. 3, 4. And he runs out the door, heading for the house.
Oh, so I'll get a free attack on him as well then.
Yeah, you will.
Bert.
He's shouting "Mammy" as he runs, by the way.
He's not running that far.
No. I was to go outside so what's the face could shoot him, but he's not going to line him up. Or he might make it. No. I just have to retcon it. He gets to there and you skewer him. And he's going to... Basically, he will recover if you wanted to. Okay, that is combat over. So tokens will unlock.
And I'll yell over to Rannick. Hey, Rannick, come pry these boards off this door.
All right. Stunty. Watch that one. I'm not sure he's dead yet.
Okay.
Take a look at these boards then.
Okay, hang on. Gear first. You might want to look at. Do you want to look at the gear? So, okay. So the so just to give you remind you. So the moulding hay, grain stores, and even a large but crude still in this barn. 2 catwalks near the ceiling of the east wall. Lower, a pair of massive doors boarded open with thick timbers allow ground access. Several into the room beyond. Several dingy kennels are built into the walls under the catwalks. Obviously, none of the hounds are here because they were out. The still appears to be fully functional. They're okay. 3 girls. Okay, 3 girls. Okay, well that doesn't tell me. Do you know, I remember this before. It doesn't tell me anything about those upper doors.
Mystery door.
I'm going to ask Kib if he can smell where his human is.
I mean, if the middle doors are boarded up, what about the catwalk doors?
Well, that's the point, you see. It doesn't mention the bloody catwalk doors anywhere.
These things are terribly written, aren't they?
Apparently they get a lot. I gather. I mean, this was the first one they did, and obviously, unfortunately, Pinnacle weren't allowed to rewrite them. Hang on, I saw a catwalk there. That's the kennel. Here we are. A catwalk runs around the rim.
Yeah, I know we're on a catwalk and we can't turn left, but can we go through the doors?
The northeast and southeast corners catwalk spans. No, that's. I'm just googling catwalk. Okay. Okay, no, there's no mention of catwalk anywhere in the rulebook except for the description in this room. So what I need to do first things first is I need to open up. I just need to do living combat. No gear. Okay, so Hogarth only has a spear, so we don't need to worry about him. Jepo only has a spear, so he doesn't have anything special. Sugar only has a spear, so we don't need to worry about him. What I do need to do is go back outside, all the way down to... Oh, actually it's not going to help me because it was outside, so... For dang flipping doopy 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 doo. Crow food. A crow food's gear. What's he got? Yeah, he's got an ogre hook. 2 potions, a ring, a tattered rag and tunic, and some thick leather armor. Oh, hang on, that spear accuracy is one you've identified before. So there we go. So the party sheet's got some more equipment in it. Okay. Jelsa and Rannick are able to wrench the wood off the doors. Bert's back near the entrance, so Bert can make a notice check. And seeing as it doesn't tell me anything about worrying about the upper level, I think there's enough. I don't think we're about. But nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Kib basically says he can spell he can spell death and he can smell humans and dead. The death of humans in this whole area of the barn, and he sees and indicates the smell is stronger behind those doors. Okay,
You need
I
to get
can't.
behind those doors also.
I cannot see anything that tells me you can't go through the catwalk doors, so I think we're just going to have to say you're going to have to go through the catwalk doors.
All right. If Bert's notice roll was for things going on outside, can Shaylu make one as well?
It wasn't for outside.
Okay, that's all right.
Does everyone want to hurry up before I walk through this door? I've had a peek, but I can't see anything.
Oh yeah, Rannick will try to wrench stuff off and see if he can get that door open.
You get the boards off the door, no problem at all. That strength there, when you try and open the door, it proves to be incredibly it says almost
back up. Oh, back up. I just saw a nasty thing.
I think it's too late.
Oh, a nasty thing.
So basically, Rannick wrenches on the door. There is resistance. There is an awful lot of resistance.
Well,
Well, 19's going to do something.
We've got. I think I see.
And basically, you are able to yank open the doors. As you pull the doors open towards you, you notice there's an awful lot of webbing on the far side of the door. Okay, the majority of this large stuffy chamber is covered in filthy webs, forming a funnel that drips down into the ground. A catwalk runs around the rim of the room, near the ceiling, 20 feet above the ground. In the northeast and southeast corners, the catwalk expands into 12-foot square platforms that's fenced in by wooden beams, forming cages. The walls within each cage are hung with iron manacles. Most of the manacles, while bloody, are empty, but 3 in the southeast corner imprison emaciated men.
Yeah, so like I said, critters. I didn't really get how bad it was until you opened the double doors.
Aye.
It's a bit fantastic.
Jill,
A fantastic view.
Yeah, sparkle tits. Burnt spiders, would they?
Wait, what was that again?
Burn the spiders.
Do I see the spiders?
You should be able to, yes.
Oh, yeah. Do I get the opportunity to try to burn the spiders, or do we...
I'm going to deal for initiative, and we shall see what happens. Because obviously they knew you were coming, because they could hear you.
Don't kill prisoners, though. That would probably be bad.
Okay, well, Jelsa gets to go first.
Oh, she's going to...
Yeah.
No,
Light them up.
do the best I can do.
Hi. Oh, good question. We're 77 if that's of any help, but I've only lived there about 3 months. I'm actually not sure where 100 is. Which road are you looking for? This is Witham Green. Lundale is up that way, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Jay, she won't bite, she's on a leash, don't worry.
Well, the whole world knows where you live now.
I'm gonna spend a penny to reroll the damage on the Spider 6.
Oh, Lundale Green. Oh, sure.
Spider 6 is the one you incapacitated.
There's one of them that is unharmed. Big.
Sorry,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
That's a
Let me
reroll.
apply the damage to the other ones then. So when you re-roll, it should only do it on that one. Okay, now you should be able to re-roll the damage on the unharmed one.
Good enough.
Actually,
Now
that's
I'm
the
gonna step back just a little bit so that if they decide to come swarming out of there, they aren't going to come forward.
Okay, so net result is 1 spider shaken, 1 spider incinerated.
Ah, there's Lundale Green. I see. Right. Okay. Where are we? We're there. Oh, I see. Okay. That way. Right. Yeah, those houses are Lundale. Green.
I'll take that back.
There we go. That should do.
Fire, fire, fire.
Don't
Okay.
terrify me. Take judgment.
Lock tokens. Let's lock tokens. 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. So I'm going to have to run. Getting me to there. Bite the dwarf. Miss.
Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to keep the microphone away, but I was also trying to give a directions.
A bite attack on Rannick fails.
Good.
A bite attack on Rannick fails. A bite attack on Rannick fails.
That's exactly why Joseph backed the hell up.
He's got giant spiders all over him. Jelsa's bitten by a spider. Missing, but it doesn't get through the armor. Okay, let's have a look at what can Biggin do. Dark vision size 4. He can SWAT. Okay. Doesn't have reach, so actually he might as well. Well, he might as well. Actually, I know what he's going to do. He's going to clamber up there. Actually, no, that catwalk wouldn't support him. He's too big. He's going to have to basically drop back behind the webbing. Okay, that brings us to Goodfella, who should be on hold. That brings us to more giant spiders. Okay, it's going to clamber up there. That gets it to there. That gets it to there. This one here is going to clamber up there, clamber along the wall, then come down there. This one is going to get to there. Rannick gets there very slowly. Oh, wait, no. No, he can't get to Rannick. And that brings us to Rannick.
Okay, well, if Rannick has still got the spear, I think we're going to do a bit of desperate attacking. We'll get +2 to hit for -2 damage. And 3 actions.
Okay, Rannick is being cut. Basically, Rannick, you've got dog-sized spiders clambering up and down over you.
Yep, and Rannick is rolling around with the impaler of thorns, sort of scraping them off, stabbing into them if you can.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, folks, but I am releasing the vulnerable.
I thought you were going to say the Kraken.
Release the Kraken! That's a bloody big
there we go.
template.
Yeah, it's put everything within 5 inches.
Rannick.
Spirit roller become vulnerable. So Arena's not vulnerable. Snooks, Kib, Dondrad and Jelsa will need a roll though.
What do we need to roll?
Spirit.
Spirit.
Or you become vulnerable.
Kib's vulnerable.
Okay. Isn't that freaky? The one I hadn't tagged. The one I hadn't tagged is the only one so far that's made its spirit check. That one's making it, and that one isn't. And I think I heard Kib is vulnerable. That's a wave of despair and depression pours over everyone.
Right. You just cleared my targeting, have you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so that's all right. Then I damage the one that I initially attacked.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That one. Well, that sucks. Never mind. Then I'll take my second attack, which I will put on the one that's going for Jelsa.
I found spider battle music.
Yeah, I'll attack that one there, which misses. Well, I killed one and I made a lot of them vulnerable, which will hopefully help the people.
Okay, I've targeted friendly units, but it's targeted Shailu, Goodfella, and Amber, who aren't in the combat. I'm not sure how to undo just them. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I am going to be casting Protection.
Spell casting. P-R-O-T-E-C-T-I-O-N. Oh!
On the other hand, I might just be knocking myself out.
Maybe you'll just be hit by it. Well, you don't have any ongoing powers, so you don't lose any. But alas, I'm afraid you do end up. You still have to spend the one power point, and you basically are smacked right between the eyes with a massive migraine that literally knocks you sideways as you're unable to concentrate to cast the spell. Kib.
Oh. Okay, fine. That totally did not work. Kib. I think Kib is going to jump over the top of this, go to there, then jump over the top and land on Giant Spider 8 with a wild attack.
Okie dokie, that sounds like that's a pounce. That is. Where's Schnookums? I'll copy it from Schnookums.
Thank you. I have no idea how to do it.
There we go. That's a wild attack, which means pounce is turned on. So it'll be plus 2 to hit, plus 4 damage.
Do I roll it now?
Yeah. Yeah, you have targeted.
Oh!
Is that the hit?
That was the hit.
Wow. Roll the damage.
Flat.
Does Kib have any move left? Because technically Kib could move forward and then put the next hit on a different one for Frenzy.
Yes, Kip has plenty of move left. can Kips put the rest of the hit on Giant Spider 7, or would 9
Just-
make more sense?
Just done it on 7. You've hit with a raise.
Lovely. Great stuff.
Roll for damage. Because he basically lands on both of them. It didn't apply it, but that's okay. That's 2 spiders destroyed in one smack.
Well, that makes up for my crappy action.
It does indeed. Where are we on the tracker? We are down here. Shailu's still outside on hold.
Yeah.
Dondrad.
Dondrad will cast Bless on everybody and get with Smart's range. So, where are we? Bless. Let me actually spend a sort of fighting -2, I think.
Okay. But
Okay. Well, I was going to do a mass entangle, but it looks like we're kind of getting this under control. So Bert's just going to step forward a little bit and try to clear some of these off of Rannick. And I will start by pinning that one to the door.
that one pinned to the door. Yep. Pin it to the door.
And then Snooks, as much as Snooks doesn't want to admit it, Snooks does kind of like Jelsa, so...
I do believe Schnooks is out of Benny's.
Yeah, yes, I think we're done there.
Okay, new round it is. Okay, which means giant spiders get to go first. Okay, this giant spider here clambers up along the wall and drops down again behind Dondrad. And bites him. Not doing anything. This spider down here is going to bite the kitty that just attacked him. Which is... Oh, hell. Ooh, just got cramp. Ow. That is 2 wounds, I'm afraid, on Schnookums, which is bad news because Schnookums has got no beddies left. And also, I'm afraid, obviously it's a spider, so there is poison. -2. Is it mild poison? To do so, the vigor roll. Modify the strength of the poison listed in the parentheses. So I mean, Schnookums, I'm afraid, is poisoned. So on top of everything else, he also suffers a point of fatigue from the poison, I'm afraid to say. Was quite unpleasant, wasn't it? And next is
Yes.
and giant spider number 3, which hasn't attacked Ranix, coming over here to have a go at Jelsa. And then in the meantime, I'm going to do that. Nope. And then I'm going to do that. Oh, for crying out loud! And then I'm going to do that. That's more like it. That's basically Jelsa's fighting bite misses Yeah, Jelsa avoids the snake that attempts to bite her, and that brings us to Jelsa.
Yeah, and
What's
because
my-
I'm right here and they've already attacked me, I can't just back up. So I'm drawing my scimitar.
Okay. Oh,
Did I
sorry.
miss snake?
I'm gonna Benny that one time.
Be my guest. They're meant to be spiders.
It's just that you said snake and I got worried that there was something else.
I did say snake. Hit with a raise on giant spider 3. Oh, someone's upset to see Schnookham's poisoned on the stream. Yes, we all like Schnookham's. I feel evil. I feel guilty every time I hurt Schnookham's.
Manic.
Pardon?
And that's.
Oh no,
that's
I like hurting Rannick.
That's the one that engaged me, so I can. The other one never attacked me, so I can move now, right?
That is correct.
Then I'm gonna back up to here, so where I can get a line of fire on it. And that's it.
Okay. Right. Exploding out of the web in incredible forcefulness comes the biggest spider you've ever seen. It basically just barrels into Rannick.
Cool.
Okay, so it's moved more than 2 inches, so for opposed strength, attacker is pushed back, running 2 inches plus 2 to his total. He gets plus 2 on that. Okay, so and then it's opposed strength as he basically barrels into you to knock you backwards.
Okay.
Getting 10.
Right. I guess I'm getting knocked back.
Okay, so he got a raise over you, didn't he? So you're pushed back 1 inch or 2 inches with a raise, but he's double your size, so that pushes you back 4 inches in total.
Mm-hmm.
And it knocks you prone as well, doesn't it?
Only if I failed an athletics test.
At -2.
I'm good.
You're good. You do not. That was the plan. Was obviously to knock you prone. It obviously follows up.
Back up on its feet though.
Pardon?
Rannick's back on his feet.
He is indeed. Okay, so now, so that didn't work. I thought that'd be. I knew you guys had killed all these little children, so he'd be out as quick as he could. So actually, he's not actually gonna follow you up, seeing as you're not prone. Instead, he is going to fire a web. Shooting roll. So that's a 6.
How many evade?
No, a hit means the victim is entangled or bound with a raise. You don't get to evade. You can't evade it. So both Rannick and Bert are entangled from the webbing.
Wow.
Fortunately, he didn't get the raise, so you're not bound. You're just both entangled. Yeah.
I wonder why that put it on Dondrad as well, though. Strange.
It did go a bit strange when I typed it and then the closed up. I am getting some interesting situation. No, you only deflected. You're not entangled. Okay, so that's the end of Biggin. So next is an entangled Bert.
So refresh my memory. If entangled, I can still make attacks just at -2, correct?
That's correct.
Yep.
Okay, then Bert's gonna stand here and shoot at the biggin.
Okay. I got that wrong. It's the little ones that can web, not Biggin, but I'm not going to admit that now.
Yeah, it's definitely giving me a defense roll button. I don't know why.
You hit Biggin. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to affect Biggin in any way. That brings us to Shaken, Poisoned, Schnookum, sorry. Schnookum's remains shaken after even getting 2 tech rolls because of me making a mistake and him as, you know what I mean. I would have let, if Schnookum's had actually made either of those rolls due to my mistake, I would have let it stand. Okay, Schnookum's going to... he can't even defend.
Has no Benny, so Schnookum's is done.
Yeah, he can't even defend, can he? Okay, Giant Spider 4 is going to shoot a web at Dondrad, entangling him. He didn't get the raise, so Dondrad is entangled. Rannick.
Rannick's going to multi-action.
Okay.
Rannick is going to cut the webbing free from Bert.
Okay.
And then attack.
Attack who?
And then attack Biggin.
You're entangled, you can't move, therefore you can't reach Biggin.
I have a reach to spear.
You can reach Biggin then, yes, I apologise.
First of all, I'll cut Bert free.
Okay.
Do I need to roll it, or do I just roll damage to try and beat the object up?
Do you know what? I don't think it gives a toughness for the webbing. Spiders, this is shooting around range of 6. A hit means the victim is entangled with a raise, but it doesn't actually give a toughness. What's the low? Let's have a look at breaking things. Library, Pathfinder core rules. Breaking things. What's the standard entangle? It's 8, isn't it? At its lowest.
Yeah, something like that.
I think we'll treat it as say toughness 8 for once until we get I find a better ruling.
There you go. Bert's free.
Okay, Bird is free of entanglement.
Thank you.
Well, I missed Biggin. Never mind.
Yeah, I missed Bigging. I'm not going to end turns because I always get in trouble when I do it. Dread of Dawn.
This is a. Is breaking free in action?
Yes.
Ah, right. Okay. In that case, we'll go for 3 actions for a laugh.
Okie dokie.
We'll activate an amulet of growth.
I think that's enough of the spiders.
For the first action, and then we'll try to break free. Which is just a strength roll, yes.
Strength or agility, but strength's at -2, isn't it? Athletics or agility, but strength is at -2, I believe.
Well, it's going to be lots of minuses, so. Yeah, it's going to be -6 for the multi-action.
So I'm afraid you do not break free of the entanglement.
And I take it I'm going to try again for the third action. Still going to be at -6. Highly unlikely. There you go.
You are still entangled. What was your what was your first?
I grew one. I grew 1 size.
How did you do that?
I used 3 actions. The first action was to activate the jade amulet.
Oh yes, fine. That's absolutely fine. It's an amulet of growth. That's absolutely fine. No problem at all. Like I was just saying, I didn't actually see you roll anything. That was my confusion. I apologise. I wasn't paying attention. Arena.
Okay. I think I'm just going to, having tried to cast a spell and it went so disastrously wrong, go back to sword play. Wild attack at Biggin.
Attacking Biggin? Okay.
I'm attacking Biggin. He looks ugly and in need of a good killing.
You hit Biggin. It's hard to miss.
Good job, really.
Hmm.
Put my wild attack on there.
I'm really losing the plot. Okay, so where is your attack on Biggin? That makes it an 8. It's still not a raise.
Fine. More for the damage, really.
You shake Biggin.
Okey-dokey.
Biggin is shaken.
And Hib is also going to attack Biggin.
Okie dokie.
Somewhat better than me.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Uno, that's
that was looking average until then. Okay, 1 wound. And your second attack. So I know what I'm dealing with. I haven't got many bennies left. Okay, I'm going to spend a benny on that attack. Pardon me. And Biggin has got really tough hide. No one's penetrating it. New round with Giant Spider going first. Okay, the Giant Spider bites the entangled Dondrad to no effect. Okay, Giant Spider down here is going to shoot a web at Arena Trapfoot. Arena Trapfoot is entangled. I didn't get the raise regardless. No, apparently not. It's really horrible. If they hit you, you're entangled. That's how nasty it is. Then it's going to go scuttling off up here and along. Jelsa.
Jelsa's going to move into the corner because nobody's right there on top of her.
Well, actually, I'm going to entangle Schnookums as well with that small. But if I get the webbing right, I can get Schnookums as well as, which would then explain why he buggered off. Yep.
Does that mean I'm tied to Dirt's pussy?
You and Schnookums got hit by the same web, basically.
Right.
Okay. Which reminds me, actually, I forgot to do that for a couple of rounds, so I better check. 1, 2. What are we in? We're in combat round 3, so I get to roll twice. Okay, no, nothing happens there. That's fine. Okay, Giant Spider's hit with a raise. Biggin's hit with a raise by your sparkly fireworks. I do need it after all. Okay, that's a wound on. Okay, that's
I'm going to bend that damage on the second one.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to add the raise in. So.
That's my dinner for tonight.
And because Snookums was in the line of fire, I had to use a extra PowerPoint for select.
Yeah. Why is that not letting me resize it?
You know, you said earlier on that this barn is really damp and won't be able to be set on fire.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, sorry, the webbing's on fire in the other room. Oh, which is highly flammable. So yeah, actually, I'm gonna change where the flames are.
Sugar.
Not long though.
Evil GM.
And I only use part of my move, so then I'm gonna use the rest of my move to scoot the hell out of the way and hide behind Gwen.
Oh yeah, I mean, as you say, the web won't take long to burn, but it still does have to burn.
Oh yeah.
We got people to rescue in that room that's been set on fire.
Yeah, it's the smoke that's more. I'm doing it more because the smoke's going to be a problem with anything else because it's very soggy in there. Okay. Let's remove all blast templates because I don't need those. That was Jelsa. If Jelsa ends her turn, that will be Irina Tanglefoot.
Okay.
I'll end her turn then.
Continue attacking while entangled or not?
You can. You just can't move.
Well, that's all right then. I will attack this thing.
You hit Biggin. Who did the evil GM laugh? That was really cool, by the way.
I thought it was you.
What? No, that was me. That was the Kevin's.
Very good.
It's very good. Biggins is unharmed by your adamantine longsword.
Let's see if Kib can do better. Kib will wild attack because Kib's not entangled to the web.
Kib can wild attack. Kib hits twice. No damage on the first attack. And a wound on the second attack. I think I'm running out of bennies. I have one Benny left. Biggin's last Benny. Okay. Biggin has used up all his bennies. That brings us to Bert, who is no longer entangled.
Who is? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to keep shooting at Biggin.
Okie doke.
I think Dondrad's doing okay up there by himself, so. Yeah, we'll accept the shake. Snookums is going to come back here.
Snookums can't move. Snookums is entangled.
Oh, that's right. Snookums is entangled.
Snookums can use athletics to attempt to be unentangled, but at -3 at the moment. -5, actually. Oh, good old Snookums. Should never doubt the Snookums.
And Snookums is going to move back here and kind of rub against my leg.
Oh.
Well, Rannick's going to multi-action again.
Okay.
He's going to say, Rini, hold still. And he's going to try and cut Arena free and then attack Biggin again afterwards.
Okay.
Trying to cut Arena free.
Nice shot. Unzip me like a sleeping bag.
Rini is no longer entangled.
And then he'll attack Biggin.
Okay.
Getting a hit this time.
Okay, you hit Biggin.
Nice.
That'll do.
The last of the GM bennies. Oh no! How annoying is that? I completely failed to soak any damage. Okay.
I think you dodged into the blow instead of away from it.
It did. You wound Biggin, it cries out in pain.
I think Biggin needs to be stuck on the end of the Impaler of Thorns for a bit. Rannick wrestling backwards and forwards until Rannick can twist the spear so Biggin's on its back and its legs all go in.
Except, unfortunately, it barely hurt it.
I barely hurt it.
You barely hurt it.
2 wounds.
Yeah, you did 1 wound on it, Biggin, I'm afraid to say.
Even though it failed
Biggin's unstoppable.
Biggin's unstoppable, I'm afraid to say.
Damn you! Damn you!
Okay, giant spider number 4
I heard Travis through from upstairs, but it cuts out on the voice. Did everybody else actually hear him saying "damn"?
Yes.
Okay, just my phone being weird. Carry on.
Alright, Spider's leaving the entangled Dondrad and heading down here to get some good eating in at some point. Dondrad.
Like this, is it?
Right, this is a toughie, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna have to multi-action again. So let's break free.
How does that?
What? -4. Of course he's it's -4.
Go away.
Okay. Yeah, multi-action 6. You're free. You're free.
Free as a ball.
So you are where is Don? Dad is no longer entangled, and
Yeah, I was trying to get a spell off, but it took me all the time to get out the web.
yeah, afraid so. Right, Biggin. Biggin is well, Biggin is he's going to bite Arena because Arena's right there, being annoying. Arena Doolittle.
Thank you.
Damn it! I'll tell you what. Why don't I actually roll to hit you first, and then see, then see. So you don't actually take any damage at all because I didn't actually hit you because of your deflection. Hang on, no, that's wrong. That is wrong. Why is that not working?
I don't know.
That is interesting. I'm going to have to look into that because I don't know why that isn't working. It's got SWAT, so it ignores size penalties. Which means a 6 actually hits you, so the net result is you are shaken.
Okay.
And you need to make a vigor check at -2 as the lethal poison is injected into you. You're okay.
That's what he gets for trying to inject it into a leather boot.
Indeed, yes, very much so. Okay, that's the end of Biggin's turn. Some combatants are on hold, so that's next round. That means I can go back into layers and find the next. I can go to those and turn those off if it lets me in layer mode. There we go. Go back to there, so it's just the barn's full of smoke now, and that brings us to the bad guys. Oh dear, bad guys got jokers. That's not what you want.
Not really, no.
Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fire a small burst template down there. Which basically means Jelsa is entangled, Rannick is bound, and Bert is entangled. Spiders are nasty. So that's that. Rannick!
Can I cut myself free?
If you're bound, all you can do is attempt to escape, isn't it?
Well, you could go and hold with the hope someone else could get you out.
I could. All right, I will go on hold in the hopes that somebody else gets me out.
Distracted and vulnerable, as long as bound cannot make physical actions other than trying to break free. Breaking free is an action. Breaking free from a foe, breaking free from a device. Attain strength roll. Characters may attempt to destroy the entanglement. Webs, ropes, and nets are generally hardness 4. There you go. I should have checked earlier. It's actually in the core rulebook that webs are hardness 4.
Well, I'll still go on hold and hope that somebody else cuts me free.
And must be cut with an edged weapon. Okay, Irina do. Oh, Biggin goes next. Okay, I think we're going to have Biggin do a multi-action. First thing it's going to do is basically it's going to try and shove Irina out the way. Why did that not invoke? Oh, because it failed, didn't it?
Also, you face with rolled strength.
Yes, because it's a push.
Yeah. Good point. I'm an idiot.
Okay, it still didn't. It still didn't. Oh, I suppose strength pushing isn't. I have to check that. So you need to make a strength check, please, Irina. It got a raise on you, so it's going to push you 2 inches out of the way, and it's going to come.
Okay.
It's going to come barreling in onto the completely entangled and bound up Rannick, and bite him.
Die.
Missing.
I'm sorry, I didn't know he was going to do that. Well, on the plus side, he missed. So great.
No, he didn't.
Sorry. Tactics. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's only 1 wound on Rannick.
Well, I just used my last penny then.
Yeah.
For a moment, I thought that was a 13.
You've got to soak it, otherwise you've got poison problems. Oh, okay. Now you have to make a vigor check at -2 against lethal poison, I'm afraid to say.
How many times have you said that being bound doesn't affect your vigor roll?
Loads.
Loads.
So that's not a -2. That's
It's
4.
not a -2, so that's successful. I apologise. I didn't notice. I was only looking at I wasn't looking at what you rolled. I was only looking at the final result. Yes, because that's an official ruling. That's an official ruling from
Clint.
From Clint.
Yeah, nothing should affect a saving throw. Not even like so. If I cast blindness, it doesn't work.
I know it's some dodgy link that I'm obviously already stripping out, but I keep getting people posting vasf.tech. I know it's just obviously I've already got the chat to remove any links from chat, so obviously whatever they're posting's not dropping anything that people can click on. But I'd love to know what on earth that means anyway. Anyway, Jalsa is entangled.
What are my options while I'm entangled?
You can still attack, but you do count as being distracted, or you can't move, or you can attempt to cut yourself free, or you can attempt to escape, which is an athletics roll or strength check at -2 or straightforward athletics. Or with a blade, you can just basically cut through the rope according to the rules, needing to do 4 or more points of damage.
Then if I multi-action, I can cut myself free, step back, and still take another action.
That's correct.
Then I'm going to multi-action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cut myself free.
Okay, make a damage roll with your knife or dagger or whatever it is you're using to cut yourself free.
Oh, a damage roll, sorry.
Yep, you're fine. So you cut yourself free, so you are no longer entangled. Wow.
Yeah, I'd say that before.
Yep.
Yeah, I cut myself free because it's like, and I'm going to step back here.
Okay.
I don't like that biggie thing. It's ugly.
You're not meant to like big enemies.
Yeah, as run away.
You got to bear in mind. Obviously, you're not that you guys know, but you got to bear in mind it is somebody's favourite, someone's pet, obviously.
Somebody's messed up to have that as a pet.
Well,
I'm guessing it was one of the Oathkin.
Ooh, I can get 2 of them with this.
Okie dokie. Oh, sorry. I was trying to be helpful there.
Yeah, and I've done it, and there's a giant spider, and then...
Yeah, go for it. Obviously, the extra power point for selective fire.
For selective. Always.
This fight's gone on much longer than I thought. Sorry, guys. They are getting tougher. This feels like a D20 fight. Hit him. 5 hit points. Hit him. 5 hit points. Okay, that's Biggin. I've got no bennies left, so Biggin takes a wound. And the giant spider is shaken.
And that cost me 3 power points.
Okay. And then Arena is remaining shaken.
I'll spend a Benny to not be.
Okay. Oh!
Other than Panic, is anybody tied up right now?
Actually, you do need to make an athletics check to see if you were knocked prone last round. It doesn't really matter, but it does. You know what I mean?
Same question applies. I'll make the roll though.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who's entangled other than Dondrad's entangled. But,
yeah, he's a little bit.
I'm free.
Oh, Dondrad's free. Yeah, everyone's free except for Rennick, who's bound. You managed to keep your feet when you were knocked over. When you were knocked, you know what I mean. So you're okay on that score. So that's fine.
I am going to cut Rannick free.
Okay, you roll for damage. You don't need to roll to hit. You just roll the damage.
I just need to get on the right tab. Bear with me. There you go. Oh, come off it. I am not having that embarrassment.
Okay, you. That's an interesting one. I'm going to say actually, yeah. I'm going to say yeah. 4 points of damage would downgrade him to entangled. 8 points of damage. Oh, Bert's still entangled actually. 8 points of damage.
That's why I've been struggling. I'm fatigued.
Yes, because you got migraine, didn't you? You critically. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, Kib.
What's the rules on pounce?
Basically, it's a wild attack with +2 damage on top of the normal +2 damage.
Can I do that on Biggin from here?
You can indeed.
Lovely. Let's do the pounce thing on Biggin then.
There we go. Pounce is turned on, as is wild attack.
Thank you.
I just want Biggin to die now. That's 2 hits. Go on, Kib. Take Biggin out.
With pleasure.
Shame that's only 1 boom.
I know. Okay, that Biggin is on 3 wounds and is not looking very happy.
Rannick would like to intervene.
Okay, Rannick.
Rannick is annoyed, so Rannick's going to wild attack and multi-action.
Okay, Rannick is wild attacking.
Oh yeah, good point. I should probably.
And we will start with poking Biggin with a big impaler of thorns.
You're going to laugh with the 2 hits.
Well, I've got no bennies, so we'll poke him again.
Mm-hmm. That hits. That's going to put him down, I think. Yeah, that's the end of Biggin, potentially. Ooh, Biggin will recover if he's allowed to be healed.
I really don't think he's going to be allowed to.
Okie dokie.
Gone, so. Because Rannick interrupted, I had already gone.
Okay. Well, anyway, combat's over, so congratulations, we have.
There's spider to go next.
There's 2 more.
Oh, there's 2 spiders left. Ugh. Oh, I think they're going to spontaneously combust.
It's not like I haven't tossed enough fire around.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Is the big, you know, I mean, they scuttle away. They're meant to be mindless, but I'm going to have them scuttling away.
Yeah, scuttle away. Mummy's dead. So.
And try and drag these people out.
Well, you can't from where you are.
Where are they? Oh,
They're
there.
up. They're up on the catwalk.
Well, if
Well,
I've discovered that walk, then I will leap up, grab the lip, and try and get up on top.
I'm already on the catwalk.
Give your leg up, run it. There you go.
Can I get Snookums to drink a healing potion?
You most certainly can get Snookums to drink a healing potion.
Then I'm
This
going
is more
to.
than willing to do so. Yes.
So I'm going to. It's
Major
I
healing,
think-
or is it going to be a potion of major healing, or just a potion of healing?
I don't think I have major healing.
Okay, one.
Oh
Oh,
wait,
God.
yes, no, I do have. So I'm going to use one of the potions of major healing because I know those spiders are nasty.
That's very nice of you. I'm going to give you a Benny for using a potion of major healing on Snookums. Okay.
Are they conscious?
I like Snookums. I'm just trying to get her to let me ride her.
Okay. That's interesting.
What's it?
Oh no, it's okay. It's a separate entry. That's why I got. Oh, so here we go. Okay, I didn't. So it's really interesting because it says when he's basically after he's attacked, he'll run in. Yeah, do you know what? I really do wish he had run into there because now you've got no reason to investigate their house. Mind you, I suppose actually now you got 3 guys with you. So I didn't read this next bit because it's technically out after. It's an actually next bit. Okay, so I'm just going to read this very quickly. Yeah, I know that bit. The black arrows, blah blah blah. Okay, so here we go. You basically get. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do selective mode. And I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to move you guys over to there, and then move. Why have we got? We do have 2 Shalus. I don't know why we've got 2 Shalus. And
One's
selective,
an illusion.
indeed, and then selective mode again. Shalus vanished now. Okay. With another selective mode, because obviously with the barn's full of smoke and everything, I'm just going to get you sort of outside of the barn. Okay.
I'm hoping these guys are unconscious. Are they?
Well, that's a very good question. Because this is where it gets interesting. So, the unconscious. Yes, they are unconscious.
Right, now we've got these buggers outside. Call me paranoid, but you reckon we should check them over for any of the Sahedron scars before we bring them round?
Sounds reasonable to me.
Well, let's take one each.
Hang on. Shalu rushes over to one of them and starts checking him over. The one with one eye.
Yeah, careful, Shalo. We need to check these folks out first, make sure they're all right. And yeah, Stunty, talk to her about the star thing. I'll take this weedy one. Rannick will take the one that's kind of in the corner. You want to get Baldy there, Bert?
Sure, I can do that.
I'll make sure that the cat's owner, no, the cat's human rather, is looked after.
I must admit, it's really interesting actually. This whole adventure is. The whole of this thing is on the theory that you don't go to the barn until last, and yet they go and first encounter, he runs to the barn. Very frustrating.
Mm.
Okay. Shaylee reaches into her, basically starts binding the injuries on the one-eyed chap, and then starts bringing him round.
Well, Rannick's still going to check this one out for Sahedron tattoos or amulets or anything like that, because we know that they are generally bad news.
Yes.
Bert's
Okay.
looking at the body, and hopefully Dondrad will try and look over the one that's shooting around.
God,
Aye, Shell, be careful there. Oh, come on, do a secondary survey. Have a look at the tattoos. Don't just stick a bandage on.
As he comes around, he goes, "It's okay, Father. I'm here."
Did she say father?
Yeah.
Okay, she'll get a raised eyebrow from Rannoch at that, because she's an elf and he's not.
Indeed.
Unless the picture's wrong, but he's not got. I don't see pointy ears.
No. She almost senses it. Looks at it, goes, "Stepfather."
Aye. I suppose I had one of them. Look.
None of them have tattoos. Well, I tell you what, if you're going to check them over, I do the because I was expecting you to hit the, because I forgot that they're in the barn. And if you do it the way you did it, then it makes quite sense that you're going to rescue them and wake them up and not go. I'm going to call it there on that interesting cliffhanger, and give me a chance to reread all the information, because each one of these NPCs has a buttload of information, and it obviously affects. Obviously, they will join you in the rest of if you enter the house. So, although they're a bit light on equipment, so it will affect what they do. So I'm going to read up on everything to make sure I don't miss any nuances or any pertinent information that you may need until. So I think we shall leave it there. Congratulations, one and all, and hope you enjoyed that. Next week, well, as I say, you've got them rescued, so you could potentially just walk away, but I suspect the Black Arrows may have something to say about that, but we shall see. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Right, there we go. Another week, another adventure. Will join us next week for the last one of the year.
I think that does need to be a standard thing for us now. Check over humans for, or